actually, strike that. We're going to do some mark making first. A pretty blue, pastel, a Naples yellow, and a pretty mint green. We're going to go try to probably just go over these dark areas, so that's where it's going to pop the most. And we're just going to start making marks. Not over all the dark areas, just some. And then let's use this blue. Let's go over some of these areas. And actually, let's layer that one. Okay. Okay. Oh, I love that yellow over that blue. That's nice. Yeah, I like that. And I'm just making marks, just random marks that will hopefully peek through at some point in the painting. Okay. And then I like this mint. Let's see. Which just looks kind of, it's not really picking up the mint against these colors, but it is a pretty mint color. And pulling that through there, I'm going to take, remember my little wonky brush? And make some marks through this focal area right here. Okay. All right. Now we need to let this dry. But while that's drying, we are going to start veiling. Now, okay, I'm going to start with parchment and buff titanium are two of my favorite colors to veil with, but I always mix them with something. I don't leave them like they are. So let's start with parchment. This is parchment. And we'll put it right here. And we will mix it with just a dab of that Wedgwood blue. Just a dab. Not much. Not going to put any medium in it unless I see some drag going on. Okay. And then we're going to start covering up. Not everything, just certain areas. Parchment. Dab of blue. And if you've noticed, I'm just doing whatever the hell I want to do. I love this. I love how that turned out. I'm going to leave that as is. But I do want to make this a little bit thicker right here. And then we're going to go down here to this dark spot and we're going to play a little and see what we can get this to looking like. I don't want too much control on my brush. Oh my God, I'm getting some more parchment. I want that little dab of dark to stick out. And this is just going to calm everything down. I'm going to leave certain things sticking out, like I love this and I love this over here. So I'm going to let certain things show. But this is going to give the eyes a resting spot so it's not so chaotic. To be so, I've got some unmixed blue in there, but that's okay. It's all right. Just keep going. And I love just a thick splotch of paint right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's very, very thick. I'm not going to cover that up. I'm actually just going to go over it like that. And see how thick it was? It's so thick that my brush picked up. I'm going to lay that down right here. Actually, I'm going to use it. I'm not going to get rid of it. Got put on my brush for a reason. So I'm going to throw it right up in there. I'm so impressed by this bleak drawing paper. Are you guys seeing this? It is taking this paint like a champ. I love this gray. And it was that super dark color by Nova. Little dab of that. And the parchment mixed together. This one has blue in it. I forgot about my ultramarine being in there. Okay, hold on. Might be why it's not graying up right. Hold on. Let me get some ultramarine up in here. Okay, now let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's more of a gray color. There we go. Now, okay. But you see how important color mixing is? I drug that brown off of my brush. I picked up some of it off of here, thinking it was just the dark umber. What is it called? What's Nova? What is it? Oh my god, my mind's a little blank. The raw umber dark. That's what I thought it was. I forgot that I had mixed the ultramarine in there. As soon as I put the ultramarine in, it graded right up. So, yes, practicing color mixing is very extremely important. Just not having that one dab of ultramarine in there with our dark umber threw the whole thing off. Okay, and I'm gonna have to go back through at some point with a lighter with my parchment. So I've got on this gray kick now, and that wasn't the plan, which I run off the plan all the time. I don't have 9 times out of 10, I don't have a plan. I'll use a reference as a jumping off point, and then I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Okay, now let me step back, because you want to know where that viewer's eye is going to go as soon as they look at the painting. You want to know where it's going to go immediately, and then where it's going to travel to. Is it going to travel off the painting or into the painting? Very important. Okay, so let me step back. I'm stepping back. And sometimes I'll turn my head, give it a second, and I'll look just to make sure that whatever I plan my focal point to be is catching my eye. And it is. Now I want to go back to just my parchment color and get that back on the board, because we need that lighter, those lighter values in there. Okay, battery's running low. Don't have a lot of time. So we're going to put the parchment on in here. Just a dab of the Wedgwood we had before. And start covering some stuff up. I'm running out of time. Got to speed this up. Which I speeded up in editing, but still. Okay. I'm going to do that there. And I like to do this also so that I don't have all hard edges. I'll smear with my fingers, which this is dry now. I can't show you, but here, let me do it like this. And work up some more parchment. Here we go. Okay. All right. Work up some more parchment. Get it in here. I'm going to cover up all my marks. I want some soft edge, and I'll smear one finger just like that, just to blend, just to give a subtle blendiness to it, which I think is what this needs, because I love how that looks. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to add some right here, and I'm going to blend. Pull it through like this, and we'll blend it out. Put some more parchment. I'm going to switch it up in just a second. We're going to switch up our whites. Okay, let me see. I need to put some of this down here. I like the gray, but it's kind of, to me, it's kind of killing a little bit of something down here. And then let's smear. There we go. Oh, I like how that turned out. Let's do that over here. Okay. Blend. Sorry, I'm talking to myself now. I'm trying to get it done. In the allotted time frame. All right, now I'm going to go into my buff titanium, which is a warmer white. This is a cooler white. I'm going to go into a warmer white and kill even more of this. See the difference in the whites pretty good. Okay, right here and right here. That's my 2 whites that I'm using. So my buff, and it's super orangey right now to me, so I want to bring that down some. Let's bring it down. Let's put some Wedgwood in it. just so we have, it's not in all the colors. It's not really a mother color because it's not in every single color on the board, but it is in the other white, so should be cohesive. Okay. Now let me see. We need to get something going on over here. I'm gonna smudge that out. This one's thinner, which is okay. Now that's much better. It's not so in my face. Okay. Smooth that out. Sometimes I take my brush and I'll cut back into the paint just to add some interest. Or I see wet paint, cut back into it. I like these marks. I'm gonna leave that, but I'm gonna soften the line just a hair. Okay. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do with this. Am I gonna leave this like it is, or yeah, I think it needs to be covered up because it's taken away from my focal. All right, so we're gonna cover that up. My buff titanium and my titanium white right here. Let's see how that looks. Yeah. Smooth out the edge. See, it's a little bit brighter than all the other whites, which kind of pulls your eye into where that focal is. It's not a stark contrast, but it is a contrast to all the other whites on the board. And it kind of pulls your eye toward the center. Well, not the center, but the focal point. And then I'm going to lay some of this in different areas, just so it's not in one spot. And I love laying a white right up against the dark. I love that. So it makes the darker even. It makes the dark even darker. If you can get a light, a warm, or cool, it doesn't matter, I guess. But if you can get a nice, clean white, not stark white, a warm or a cool, but a clean one like this is a little bit brighter than everything else, up against the dark, it looks so nice. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I hope that made sense. What am I up to? Oh, we're over an hour. Okay. Let's see. Where else do we want to get something against this dark over here? I like that. Like I said, if I was not pressed for time, there would be another 2 or 3 layers of the madness that's under the veiling. And then the veiling to calm everything down. And I don't have a reference, and I don't, it's just intuitive. Where I feel like a brush stroke needs to be is where I'm placing a brush stroke. And if I want the line soft or hard, depends on whether I smudge or not. I don't want it to look like my focal point is boxed in. Now I'm starting to zone in on areas that I love and I want to bring forward with this white, bring more attention to. And this is one of the areas right here. So come over here, and where do I want to lay this? Right there. There we go. And maybe pull up a streak right here. I think I know what I'll do. I have some oil sticks that we'll use to make some marks over the top, and then we're going to call it finished. So I have these oil sticks. At a time, this is, I wanted to keep it under an hour, and I'm at an hour and 14 seconds. Nope, 14 minutes. Pale ochre. Really like this. So let's see what this looks like when we start drawing. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So I'm going to take this oil stick and just, so soft like butter, and just make some marks in certain places. I'm gonna go up into the paint with it too. I'm gonna go up into the paint so it's just not. Let's see. Let's find another spot. Let's go over here with it. Let's give you some love over here. You know what? I've got a beautiful black oil stick, and we're gonna see what we can do with this. Move out like it should be. Okay, it's catching the texture from the box underneath, and I'm fine with that. I love a little bit of texture on top of everything. We'll deal with that. Let's add some depth. Just over. See, this is the problem. This becomes a problem because I can sit here and noodle around with this all freaking day. And I love the way this black oil stick is looking on this piece of work. I am. This is nice. But I wish I had not put that right there across from that. Oh, God. Okay. I know this is a no-no, but I'm about to do it. I've got to cover one of these up, you guys. I cannot leave that like that because that will bug me. That'll be the only thing I can see. Hold on. I have a big old chunk of oil stick on my hand. Hold on. Okay. Where's my brush? I'm about to cover that up. I'm losing my voice. Okay, hold on. Not supposed to paint over oils. Yeah, well, you know, this is just for fun, and I'm about to do it. We're going to cover that right on up. Because if I don't, that will bug the crap out of me. And there we go. Now, not so much. Now, okay. Now, I'm not so bugged by my thing fill again, you guys. I'm going to have to cut that out, but I'm not so bugged by the oil stick being across from each other. And my things have totally moved. Okay, can we see? Yes, okay. Okay, sorry guys, my eagle fell and I had to readjust, but I feel like you might be able to see it a little bit better like this. Okay, and then we're going to do some more veiling. Love covering up marks. Let's see, where did I? Right here should be wet. Yeah. And we'll cover some of that up. Not all of it, just some of it. Soften the line. Okay, and then go back through, cut back through the wet paint. It needs to be balanced somewhere. It needs to be balanced somewhere. There. I just went for it. I just went for it. I'll go for it over here. Then what I don't care for, I'll just mark through. I'm just trying to balance it out now. Mark and cover up, mark and cover up. And I'm thinking if we can make a dark, that'll help draw our eye to where it needs to go. All right, I'm calling it. I'm calling it because if I don't, I'll be here all day messing with this. But, oh, I'm loving this. Hold on, you guys. I'm loving that. I'm loving that right up against that black. That is nice. I'm going to draw that right in there. Right in there because I love that. I love how that came out. And that. Super nice. Smear that up. There we go. Okay. Now, I know there's still a lot of work that needs to be done to it, but I don't have time. I mean, I do have time once I cut the camera off. I'll show you the finished piece once I do cut the camera off. But I just want to give you the gist of it. I do like the way it's going. It needs a lot of work. But this is how I started abstract. I mean, you just do what you like. Okay. Now, where did I put the oil stick? Okay. I love this. Darkness of the stick is great. Okay, now we're going to come up here, in this corner up here, and make sure I'm not standing in the way. Just make some marks over that other oil stick that we put in here. I like that. That is nice. Okay. And this is our focal, so let me think. Oh, I got something in the middle. Oh, it's a piece of that. No, okay. So let's do something straight across here. Like that. Straight across. Just like that. And let me step back. I need to step back, you guys. Hold on. Let me think. Okay, and I'm looking at it close up. I'm getting y'all good and tight in shot so you can see all the texture, all the lines. See, that was cut in with a paintbrush. Lines from our original layer. And over here, where's it? Right here. This is the writing we done in the beginning. You know, the road across here, that's still peeking through. Down here. I love this spot right here. That's nice. And let's see. I love this blue that we made. This dark is just, oh, look how lovely that is. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, that is so nice. Okay, and this, I love it. Needs a layer of something, but I love it. Did I say I love it? I love it, love it, love it. Here, the thickness of this. There's our focal. I would cut everything in. Up here, we cut in. Still wet right there a little bit. But all this combines to, oh, that's a nice oil stick right there. And I smudged it, but it's okay. It's a nice, these oil sticks are gorgeous. All this combines to give the eye just a treat. Like, it's just a treat for the senses, right? Oh, I love how this black's sticking out right here. Nice. But I am going to take a picture, drop the saturation, and see what we have going on value-wise. I am going to do that. So I bet that whatever our darkest value is not what I'm thinking. I don't know. I have to see. Which, when you do a lot of veiling, you know, you're not going to get a lot of dark value in there. But the more layers we could have done, if we had the time to put the layers on this, it would have added a lot more depth to it. All right, you guys. Happy painting. Go create something. Create an abstract. You don't have to do a giant one. Do something in your sketchbook.